Hello, 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 and a really warm welcome. This live might, it's like a health warning. This live might end up being a little bit of a rant. I hope it doesn't. I hope it's really useful for you. So, some interesting things are going to come up in this live, and we're going to talk about what it's really going to take you to achieve your deepest desires in your business and therefore your life. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. You probably see me do this every time. Every time I do a live, I therefore get this notification on my watch that I'm doing a live, but I get really distracted and look at my watch. It's like, you know that it's going to be a notification saying you're live, which I know. Hello, Carol. Hello, Victoria. Lovely to see you here. Yeah, 2 o'clock on a Thursday. It's been our sports day today. Hi, Kelly. I gave myself permission to spend it's a whole morning from 9:30 through to almost 12 o'clock. Anybody else got commitments like that where you think, okay, it's not really how I want to spend half a day, but you're going to do these things? And actually, it was amazing. It was the first year that both my children were at the same sports day, because they were at different schools. I've got 1 year where they're in school together. That changes in September. So I was on this massive field, like watching half a session over here and then another half session over there. But I think I more or less covered them. But that was my eldest one's last sports day that I'll attend to. And he will be delighted because I won't be shouting. And if anybody follows me on Instagram, so that's, I think it's the Business Grower under Instagram. If anybody follows me on that, I did a stories this morning where I was took a walk, and then I forgot how enthusiastic I get. And I didn't review it. I just posted it, and then later on I saw it and I was like, oh, I was a bit shouty. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so we are going to talk about what is it actually going to take to get you to achieve your deepest desires in business and in life. All sorts of different things, actually. But here's the thing. This is what I wanted to talk about. So now I'm not knocking programs or boot camps or anything like that, because I think actually when you can identify in your business that there's like a part of your business that you actually need to understand a little bit more, like maybe a strategy or how to do something, it is absolutely essential that you go and get that training, most definitely. And then the second most important thing is that you obviously go and implement it. And one of the things that I like to bring into anything that I ever do is support in the implementation, because I think that's as important as getting the information. So how many of us, let's do a little confession here. How many of us have invested money into a program and not implemented it or fully implemented it? So give me some hearts and some thumbs up if you're like, okay, that's definitely me. I can definitely put my hand up to that. So the biggest investment I've made is one of $600, maybe? Yeah, Kelly's going, yes. My biggest investment was $600, maybe. I'm thinking it's more like pounds. And that was for Denise Duffield Thomas's Lucky Bitch boot camp. And it's a 6-week boot camp. You think I could focus for 6 weeks? And I think I got to week 3. Now, I'm not knocking it because actually it's brilliant, but because there wasn't any actual accountability, well, there is accountability, but there wasn't like really an incubator to come into and to be supported through that. Other people might say you're wrong, there is, Rachel, but for me it wasn't the right type. So I've only got halfway through the program. So who else has only ever got halfway through content? We all have. We've probably got amazing freebies that we've downloaded. We've probably got YouTube videos that we could watch. But really, if there's very little accountability in there, it's quite difficult to actually do it. But I will give you like a little bit of an update on the whole Lucky Bee boot camp is that actually me and the lovely Amanda Tuck, who is also a member of the Lucky Bitch boot camp, we're actually supporting each other to go through it. So saying that is week 1, I still haven't done it, so I need to get my ass into gear, but I've got some time to do that tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not knocking programs. What I am knocking is the fact that if you haven't got support in place to help you implement the content that is probably brilliant, it's really difficult to do that because we're all busy and we're all distracted. Now, I've just had a conversation with somebody who's coming to join me in the 5K Club, which is amazing. And, you know, we were talking about what she needed in a business. We've been really honest and saying, right, what do you actually need in business? And I said to her, look, in all honesty, what you'll hear from me in terms of the training that I've got within the 5K Club, it's nothing new. So you might be like, Rachel, you've just ruined your business. You've just told people that there's nothing new in what you're creating. And it isn't. The way you think you do business, the way that we show up online is that there's like several different ways, isn't there? But whenever you work with me and whenever I'm teaching something, I'm not going to teach you something you've never heard of. You may have heard it and dismissed it at whatever reason, or because sometimes we as human beings, we need to hear things several times. But what often happens is that there's so much information available in like a program or a boot camp that it becomes quite overwhelming. And I think that's why we stop, and also the fact that there's no accountability. The thing that really works for me and for my clients, and this is what I always put in place, is, and this is what the whole reason of this whole live is what is it actually going to take? What is it? So it's not necessarily the training, because in all fairness, you could probably go on YouTube and find a version of that. Yes, you'd be spending time looking for it. Yes, you'd have to spend a lot of time finding somebody that you resonated with. But what I'm saying is that I think online there are so many people, so many marketing strategies out there that promise you that this thing that they're selling is the one thing that you need to use and implement in your business that would resolve everything and make you an overnight success and create 6 figures like that. And that is utter bullshit. It is a pile of donkey poo. There isn't just one boot camp or one program at all. And this is the difference that I've got in the 5K Club, is that instead of giving you the trainings that are going to distract you and say, go and create a YouTube channel or a podcast, I actually break down what I truly believe that you need. So the training bundles that are in there, it's about mindset, it's about your relationship with money, it's about creating awesome offers, it's about nurturing your relationship with your audience. It's all of those things. So like I said, it's not rocket science, but what I've done is I've stripped out all the shiny objects. But what I really wanted to say is that if you are feeling really stuck or frustrated about your business results, is that I don't want for you to get sucked into this marketing BS that goes round and says, hey, look at me, I'm the next shiny object, and it's going to solve everything for you. The training on the whole, I think, from my experience, that you can buy online is brilliant, isn't it? And I think the most important thing is that you identify that you've got a training need, you go and get that training need met, you do the work, you work with somebody who really resonates with you, and you crack on. And, you know, if there isn't the accountability in the training, either look for some training that has got accountability, so maybe you can work with me or somebody similar, or if it hasn't got the accountability, but you absolutely know that this is the right thing for you, is, you know, make yourself accountable, get an accountability buddy like I have with Amanda. But what I really wanted to say is the fundamental thing is that you can buy all of these programs and boot camps, but it comes down to one thing that allows you to like grow the business of your dreams. And of course, it comes down to you. It comes down to you. It comes down to you taking action. Now, before we can get into action in our businesses, there's a load of other things that need to happen, don't there? So we need to be working on our mindset. So what is that? You know, it's like making sure that you feel amazing, and that any times that you don't feel amazing, you actually have some tools that help you work through that stuff. Now, it is amazing when you're feeling amazing, isn't it? But it's quite hard to maintain that level of amazingness. So if anybody's online and they've got a way of maintaining amazingness, regardless of what life throws at them, I would love to know. But for me, working on your mindset every day gives you that opportunity for many things. It, first of all, really focuses you on the reasons why you're even here. Why are you even getting up out of bed every morning and put yourself through what we go through as entrepreneurs, as female entrepreneurs? It gives you focus about where you need to focus your attention. It gives you clarity. But essentially, it is programming you for your future business that you're working so hard to create. So mindset is one of those key things. And I'll come back and talk about mindset in a minute. But there are other things as well. It's about your relationship with money. So if you know that you've got some money blocks, or you like manage money really poorly, and you're starting to identify that this might be having a detrimental effect on your business results, that is something that I really want to encourage you to look at. And then there's all the other things, isn't there? So it's about taking aligned action every single day with that focus and with that clarity, and doing it in a way that makes you feel awesome. And that is the magic solution. So if you ever wanted a magic solution, that is it in a nutshell. It's your mindset, it's your money, it's taking aligned, awesome action every day. But ultimately, all of this comes down to you. So there isn't anybody else who can come along and build your business for you. As a business coach, I can create trainings and support you and create accountability and space for you to be able to explore things that are going on. I can coach you through challenges and barriers. But at the end of the day, if you don't take responsibility for achieving your own dreams by taking those actions forward, that is something that's going to hold you back. And taking action can be the biggest step. And one of the things that I like to do with my clients is really help them feel as if they can take those actions forward. And that comes back to mindset. It's building that belief that you are the right person, enough of an expert, that you've got skills and expertise of high value, and that you can go out there and promote yourself. So, Carol, can you just expand on that? She said, like Kelly said the other day too, just flipping do it. Yes, you don't need to expand on it. I've just clarified in my own head what that is. Yeah, it is. It's about doing it. Hi, lovely. It's about doing it with sometimes it can be with that complete conviction, can't it? Like, I'm on it, I'm feeling really high vibe, this is a great time for me to go live, this is a great time to talk about my amazing offer, this is a great time for me to connect with my audience, and that's a really great time to go out and do that. And other times, when we're facing a challenge, sometimes we need to jump off the cliff. And within the book that Julia Cameron wrote, The Artist's Way, she's got this lovely quote that says, leap and the net will appear. And that's exactly what happens for us in our business. Annabelle's giving me some hearts and some thumbs up there. I'm sure she's probably read that book. Somebody borrowed my book and I hate that. I flipping hate when people borrow your books. And there's another one as well, my Martha Beck book, The Northern Star. That's gone missing as well. I don't lend any of my books out now. I could obviously just replace them, couldn't I, and get over it? But it does make me mad. Does anybody else get mad when stuff isn't returned to you? I don't mind if it was something really rubbish. But I generally say to people, can I have my book back? Or like if there's a book that I'm lending out and I don't want it back, I'm really quite specific about my books. But yeah, couple of good resource books, but The Artist's Way is a good one. Julia Cameron's brilliant. But this is true. You leap and the net appears. And this is really the crux of today's live, is to kind of say, look, you've got to take responsibility for making your dreams come true. And the way that you do that is working on your mindset and being supported and being held accountable and having a clear path forward. And if you can't afford to be invest in, a mastermind or one-to-one coaching, it's about finding somebody else who could actually help and support you to be accountable. Okay? Yeah, Annabelle's with me. She says she gets cross about lending books out. Yeah, I'm just going to pretend now that I have no books. I'll just be like, where's my bookcase? We're like, no, I haven't got any books. No. I just know it all in my head. Not at all. There's always something new to learn, isn't there? So it's about taking action, isn't it? Taking responsibility and taking action. Even if those action steps are little steps every day, that will build momentum up in your business, and that's going to help you make such great progress as well. So if you're currently sat there with that deep frustrations about your business, really worried about why things aren't going moving forward and all of those things, is that I really want for you to just reflect back and think about, we're on Thursday already. So what actions, as your future self, as that person who's got the business that you want, what actions have you taken this week as that future version of yourself? And if Carol's still here, I think Carol's got a really good one to share. So please do, Carol. But I'm sure anybody who's live today, I would love to hear, what have you done? Because a lot of these people who are live are like my guys. So I'm either working with them or they're over in my free group, Live Your Abundant Life. And we've been doing this continuous challenge where we've been working on our future selves every single day. Yeah, so Annabelle says she had to take responsibility today, had a call with Kelly to find that everything's set up and I'm being rubbish. Yeah, so sometimes we can be spending all that time and energy thinking, well, it's because this isn't in place or this doesn't work. But actually, when you take Kelly's disputing that now. I'll let them carry on arguing down in the comments. But we, sometimes we spend this much time and that we forget that actually, regardless of the size of your business, is that you're actually the CEO of your business. And we have to take decisions that might be difficult. We might need to make, and at the end of the day, the thing is that we need to take action. Unless you've got a whole load of people who can take action on your behalf, which not many of us have because we don't have that size or scale of business, is that we've got to take daily action. And I'm not talking about being a robot and just taking action. It's like I've just come off a call with a great client who's coming back into the 5K club. We've talked about business. And it's it was such a lovely call. It was so nice to reconnect with her. So I'm really high vibe. And I was like, I know that there's live within me. And, I'm going to go out there and do a live. So this wasn't something, I kind of had an intention in my head. I might have even have written down on my action list. But, it was really about coming on here and calling you out if you're not taking responsibility for growing your awesome business and perhaps even spending time and energy laying the responsibility somewhere else. Yeah, so Carol, this is totally what I mean. So Carol has taken action as her future self yesterday, where she interviewed a leader in her industry. And that is what we're talking about. So you all heard me talk about your groove that you get in, and that's fine if you're happy with what you've got. Brilliant, stay in your groove. But for Carol, she's taken a quantum leap yesterday because she's asked and she's received and she's acting as that future version of herself. And this is how you do the quantum leaps. And if you want me to talk about that again, I can do. There's other lives below this one that you can do that. And one of the things that we sometimes need to do as future versions of ourselves to make those quantum leaps is actually to take action that makes us feel uncomfortable. It's in alignment, it resonates, but it makes us feel uncomfortable. And that's some of the magic, isn't it? That is some of the magic. Going live on your page, that might make you feel a little bit scared, but it's part of the magic, isn't it? Is you go on, you do it, you increase your visibility, people get to see you, you're seen as a leader, it's all freaking good, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with that. And the other thing is that you need to surround yourself with frigging awesome people who understand what it takes to run a business. There's no point in me speaking to any of my friends, God love her, and I love her, or to my husband about running an online business. They have no frigging clue and give you crap advice. Who gets crap advice from people who don't know what the frigging hell they're talking about? So my husband used to come in and I used to have lengthy conversations about what I'd done, and he'd give me loads of unhelpful advice, and we used to end up having an argument. And now he'll say, oh, what are you doing today? And I go, oh, I'm working. That is it. I tell him nothing. In fact, sometimes I forget to tell him that I'm running a live event and needs to do the childcare, but that's another thing. The mastermind group is the best. Yeah, I love masterminds. Very powerful places to be. So any questions? Anybody wants to share anything that, any arguments that you've had with people who've given you crap advice, let me know. So in summary, what actually is going to get you the business of your dreams and therefore the life of your dreams is to take responsibility of making it happen and taking action, being supported, getting some accountability. That's kind of it. And if you haven't already booked, and I know lots of you on here have, but if you haven't already booked your seat at my next live event, which is this time next week, look at the weather forecast. We are going to have another awesome sunny day. So if you are coming, make sure that you bring your sunnies, because we will be outside as we were last time. So I'm running a live event in York on Thursday the 28th, and it's all about the power of your mindset. So you know that it's one of my things that I talk about, but it's like really supercharging your mindset, stepping into that future version of yourself. And then one of the beauties of my live events is that I am deeply invested in every single woman who turns up for that event. So I will also get you into action planning and possibly action taking, depending on how much time we've got. So these are really powerful days. They're very affordable. And what's more, you're surrounded by awesome women like Kelly, like Annabelle, like a ton of other people. And my sister's coming this time as well. I'm really deeply appreciative of that. She's cancelled our mum. Just made me laugh that she cancelled my mum so she could come to my live event. Emma's not come to one of my live events for a couple of years, so it's really, really cool that she's going to be in the room. But there's lots of other amazing women in there. My sister is a really good case in point. She has been running her forest school for 3 years, and it's awesome. It's award-winning. How awesome is that? So in the room, actually, next Thursday, we'll have Kelly, who's got an award-winning business. We've got Alison, who's got an award-winning business. And we've got Emma, that's got an award-winning business. So these are the women who are going to really lift you up as well. And you're going to be so inspired and motivated about what they've achieved and what their future plans are as well. So if you haven't already booked on, or if you've been dithering or thinking that you might speak to your husband about it, I need to check that I've checked with my husband that he's got the childcare covered. My children have been known to have to rock up to these events, but not this time. I'm sure I've got cover. So it is the 28th, next Thursday in York. It's supercharge your mindset, supercharge your results. We'll be talking about mindset. You'll be linked with the most amazing people. We're going to have the most gorgeous lunch ever. There's no green garlic soup on the menu, Kelly. You'd be pleased to know. And it's super affordable. It's £149 for the entire day, which includes lunch. And there's a payment plan which is split over 2 months. So money does not need to be an issue. There are just 6 seats. I've got the lovely Susan, who is considering if she can change her arrangements. So potentially only 5 seats left. So if you know that you need to come and work on your mindset, that you want to supercharge your results in your business, and you're ready to take responsibility for your business, that you are ready to become accountable and take some gorgeous, awesome action as your future version of yourself, this is the event for you. So whilst we're here, has anybody got anything they want to share with regard to taking action, taking responsibility and getting accountability? It's like 3 A's, isn't it? please do that now. Anybody who's watching the recording back, I know lots of you do, which is lovely. If you've got anything that you want to add or ask, or you've got any questions about the live event, just ask me. You know, I've just had the most amazing conversation with it, like a client. And yeah, I'm really happy to jump on a quick call and support you through anything. You'll never get a massive sales. You won't get any sales pitch. I mean, what's the point? You know what you need to do, don't you? Right. Yes. Okay. Lovely. So if there isn't anything else, I'm going to let you lovely people go and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I can't wait to be in that room in a week's time, just a week's time. We'll be coming kind of towards the end of our day at 2:30, won't we? We'll have covered so much. It'll be absolutely frigging awesome. So I'm going to stop talking about the event after Monday because the doors will be closed. But if you know that you need to be there, make sure you do. All right, lovely people, have a really great day, and I'll look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye for now.